Hello and welcome to the IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. Presented by Eleiko and SBD in this, the 50th anniversary year of the IPF. We're live from Almaty, Kazakhstan. We have 4 sessions for you today. First up we have the women's sub-juniors, slightly later we have the men's sub-juniors, and then we move into the junior men's and women's classes later this afternoon. So we have all the sub-junior ladies on the platform at the moment. So 43 kilo, 47s all the way up to 84 plus. You have the running order on screen at the moment. And we are about to get underway with Shirin Yunusalieva from Kazakhstan. 18 years old, this is her last year as a sub-junior. She's opening with 40 kilos. And that was a nice easy opener. Daria Manakina, also from Kazakhstan, is in the 43 kilo class. That's a class that's only available to juniors and sub-juniors. You can't be an open 43. 15 years old, she's opening with 45 kilos. Great technique there from such a young lifter. You can only compete in the IPF from 14 years old. Great position there. Kept her chest nice and high. And that was a great lift. Next out in the 47s, you want to keep an eye on this graphic because it'll tell you up in the top left hand corner her weight class. Everyone's a sub-junior, but there's lots of different weight classes. And the grey bar will tell you what rank she's in, and if we look at the bottom bar, it will populate as the competition progresses with her lifts. That was an easy opener for Angelina. Good lift, 3 white lights for Slovenia at 45 kilos. Next weight on bar remains at 45 kilos. Alyona Lakina, Kazakhstan. Next out, Alyona Lakina. She's in the 63s. Last year in the sub-juniors, she is opening with 45 kilos. And that's how you want your opener to look. Very, very easy, very comfortable. You don't use up a lot of energy. You just want to get yourself on the board. Virag Kuhalmi from Hungary. 16 years old. She is opening with 47.5. She just clipped the rack on the way up. That's not a failure in itself, but it can cause the bar to swing around and maybe dip. But that's a good lift. If you watch the left-hand side of the screen, as you see it, there it goes. It just clipped the J-hook as it went up. A lot of lifters don't train on competition standard combo racks, so they're not accustomed to that J-hook being there. Just going to have to set up a little bit further down the bench. Olesia Zhileva next from Kazakhstan. She's in the 52s and she is opening very close to body weight, 50 kilos. That was very fast to the chest, but she stopped it dead as it got there. Great technique, and 3 white lights.
50 kilos, weight remains on the bar at 50 kilos, Gracie Besant. Great grip, bar is loaded for Gracie.
Here comes Gracie Besant from the UK. 15 years old, she's quite a new lifter, and she is opening with 50 kilos.
45 seconds, 20.
Nice and easy for Gracie. And she's on the board. Relief, happy smiles as she leaves the platform. As an international lifter, your first task is to get to the country the competition's in. And qualify for it. Your next task is to weigh in successfully, and then you need to get one on the board. Here's Yekaterina Shestakova, Kazakhstan, for 55. This will move her ahead of Gracie. In the 84 kilo class. Oh, that was super easy.
2-1,
We have a yellow card failure from the centre referees. 2-1, a good lift. It's not a great angle to see what the centre referee can see, so I'm not sure what that was for. Sarvinos Nasiridiona from Kazakhstan. Oh, I can see the...
the jury has overruled Shestakova, jumped one of the commands, so...
that will be what it was for. Okay, so the jury has overruled Shestakova's lift. The centre referee gave her the yellow because she jumped the command. I can't actually hear the referee's commands from here, so that's hard to pick up. And it must have been close because the 2 sides didn't spot it. So, she will just have to wait for the commands. On bench press, you've got to wait to start, press and rack. Like that. So, Savinos, that's a good lift at 60 kilos. Yevgenia Hevko from Ukraine is coming out now, 16 years old. She's in the 52s. 16 years old, she's been competing for 3 years. So although you have to be 14 to lift in the IPF, a lot of the national federations have youth categories and allow lifters younger than 14 to compete. And that was a very nice looking bench. Really great position. She brought the bar down under strict control and was rewarded with an easy press. Here's Amina Karimova.
65 kilos is the weight.
So 65 kilos, we just have a slight misload, which is being corrected now. Here comes Amina Karimova. She won her class in the equipped part of the competition. Can she do the double? Well, that looked very easy, and she moves ahead in the 57s.
Good lift, 3 white lights. Next weight on the bar is 112.5 kilos. This is successful.
Barno Jumabayeva is out next for Kazakhstan.
Barno Jumabayeva. The record currently stands at 100 kilos.
And I believe this is a sub-junior world record.
There are not many of you in the audience, so you're going to have to make a
Yes, the world record is currently 112 and a half.
world record on her opening lift. Jumabayeva, Kazakhstan, world record attempt. Bar is loaded.
Here she comes, world record on the bar. So this is for a sub-junior world record. And that was super easy. So I'm sure she will push that up on her next attempt. So here are the standings.
Kazakhstan.
So we are now into round 2. And Shirin Yunusalieva is out for 47.5. That's quite a big jump. Lifter is barely into the 69 kilo class. She weighed in at 63.4. And she got it going. It stalled a little bit just off the chest, but she managed to drive it home. I wonder if that jump was a little bit too much. And wouldn't expect her to go up more than 2.5 for the next one.
Bar is loaded. 50 kilos, Polanakina, Kazakhstan.
This is Daria Manakina, Kazakhstan. Opened with 45. She's gone up to 50. So we have a blue card from the side referee and a yellow card from the centre. There was up and down. Yep. Downward movement of the bar is a failure in all 3 lifts. The bar must travel in a straight path.
Bar is loaded. 52.5 kilos. Angelina Smolina, Kazakhstan.
Here is Angelina Smolina. Another lifter gone up 7.5. I think they just took very, very easy openers. Gain a bit of confidence. Bar path went on a little bit of a wander there, but the weight was no trouble for her, certainly. And she got 3 white lights.
Next weight on the bar remains at 52.5 kilos.
Mirag Kuhalmi from Hungary is coming out now for 52.5. A little bit of work to do to get that to the top. And that's a good lift. She's trailing Karimova a little.
55 on the bar now, Polanakina, Kazakhstan.
If you want to follow the live score sheet, you can go to goodlift.info. It's much easier to follow the competition if you can see the scoreboard. This is Aliona Larkina for 55 kilos, gone up a massive 10. But her opener was very easy, so I think for a lot of these lifters it's good to put them a very, very easy opener on. Gains a bit of confidence. And yeah, that was not much slower, to be honest. So here's Gracie Besant from the UK. Still got several years left in the sub-juniors. This is her first international, and she's gone up 5. Leading the way at the moment because Shestakova hasn't got a lift in, and Gracie's the lighter lifter with the higher lot number, so she's holding all the cards. Yes, very nice. So despite strategic advantages or disadvantages, the lifter still has to make the lift. That was a good lift for Gracie. So we have Alessia Zhilieva next for 60. Another lifter gone up 10. A little bit uneven, but there's no uneven press out rule in the IPF. And that got her 3 white lights. So we're back to the 84s now, and this is Yekaterina Shestakova. She jumped the start command, well, she jumped one of the commands at least, and had the lift turned down. Despite that, she's gone up 60, bit of a brave move, but she's looking to stay ahead of the British lifter, and that was very easy. So she moves into the lead in the 84s. Here is Yevgenia Hevko from Ukraine. $70 kilos on the bar. This will push her quite a way out in front, make her quite hard to catch. And that was very easy. She's got a lot more in the tank there. She did get a blue card failure from the side referee. That must have been for lockout. Blue card can be for downward movement of the bar or lockout. You don't see the red card very often on bench press, especially not in raw bench. That's for not reaching the chest or touching the belt. Everything else is a yellow card. Here's Sarvinos Naziridona for 70 kilos. She's in the supers. That's the unlimited class, 84 plus. 2-1, a good lift. I wasn't sure if her feet were coming up on one side there, and I suspect that's the side that's opposite to where we're looking now, that the referee gave her a yellow card. Here comes Amina Karimova for 72.5. Her opener looked great. but that didn't. She just couldn't get it moving. Maybe 7.5 was a bit too big a jump. And here we go into the 76 kilo class where Jumbayeva has gone all the way up to 120 kilos. The sub-junior world record was 112 kilos about 10 minutes ago. And she absolutely smoked 112.5. 120 kilo raw bench for a sub-junior lifter is just incredible. Only 15 years old. Look at that arch. Mobility is incredible. Great control and phenomenal strength. That was an absolutely superb lift. I think she's got at least 10 kilos more there. I can't even begin to guess what she's going to put on the bar next. I'm gobsmacked, to be honest. That was a bigger lift than I expected to see in this entire session, and it's only the second round. So that's a quick look at the standings. And we have Shirin Yunusalieva from Kazakhstan, looking to go 3 for 3 with 50 kilos. It was a bit of a fight, but she got it all the way to the top. 3 white lights, 3 good lifts, and she's the new sub-junior world champion. Here comes Daria Manakina. There was some downward movement of the bar last time. That's not going anywhere. That leaves her with the best of 45 kilos, but she's still the 43 kilo sub-junior world champion. Off the chest is often the weakest point for young female lifters. It takes a long time to build up muscle mass in that area. Here's Virag Kuhalmi, Hungary, with 55 kilos on the bar. 2 to 1, a good lift. I wasn't sure if she jumped the command, but the centre referee was happy, so I presume she didn't. And she takes the silver medal in the 57s. Angelina Smolina, gone up another 5 to 57.5 kilos. She's in the 47s. Nope, that one is not going. That leaves her with the best of 52.5 and the gold medal. Just a little bit too heavy today. And Aliona Larkina is coming out next for 60 kilos. Went up 10 to her second. This is another 5 kilos. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if the spotter took that. So if you watch that back, as it starts to come out, he stalls, and I think he thinks she's failed. Yep. Yeah, the jury's on their feet. She's going to get another lift. The spotter took it too early. It's a difficult job for the spotters. They want to keep the lifter safe. But I think that's fair. When something goes wrong on the platform, there is no solution that will give the lifter back that lift. She has had an extra attempt, which will tire her out a little bit. But the best she could do is give her another go. We have Alessia Zhilyeva coming out now for 62.5. First place is a little bit out of reach, but she's guaranteed the silver. Nope, nothing there off the chest, leaves a best of 60 kilos.
No lift for Zilieva, 62.5, 65 on the bar. This is for Yekaterina Shestakova, Kazakhstan.
This is Yekaterina Shestakova waiting in the wings, and the bar is loaded. We are ready for her. She is coming out for 65 kilos. Currently in the lead. I've just seen a change going for Gracie in the same class. They forced Shestakova to come out first. And she's got the 65, I think. 2-1, it's a good lift. So Gracie Besant is going to follow her out now. She has the higher lot number, so she goes second for the same weight, but she has the lighter body weight, so she will move ahead if she gets this lift. It's a big ask, to be honest. This is a 10 kilo PB for a 15-year-old, relatively new lifter. But she has her family in the crowd cheering her on. She's guaranteed the silver. There is no risk to that. And that was a good effort, but I think it was a little bit ambitious today. Worth a try. She goes home with the silver medal. Junior, sub-junior lifters do improve very quickly, but I think that was a big ask. Amina Karimova for 72.5. She couldn't get this moving, I think, last time. Didn't come off the chest. And that's a better attempt. She's ground through it. Wow, what a fighter. 2-1, it's a good lift. And she is the double world champion. Here's Yevgenia Hevko, Ukraine, for 75. This will be a massive personal best. She's already got a small PB with 70. Rotates the wrist forward, flares her elbows, but it's just too heavy today. Nevertheless, she walks away the 52 kilo world champion in the sub-juniors.
Bar is loaded. 75 kilos. Albinos Nazaridiona, Kazakhstan.
Here comes Savinos Naziridiona from Kazakhstan in the 84 plus. Nope, not today. Leaves with the best of 70 kilos and the gold medal in the supers. Now, I'm.
She's got another 10 kilos on from her previous attempt. She will extend the world record by 10 kilos.
I can't say I'm shocked because 120 moves so well, but this is Bano Jumabayeva for 130 kilos at 15 years old in the 76s. This is absolutely incredible. She came into this the reigning world champion. She won in Lithuania, benched 107 at that comp. She's certainly put in a lot of training since then. This seems like a big ask, but and it didn't quite go. 10 kilos was just a little bit too much. I think 7.5 maybe would have done it, but it's easy to say with hindsight. And to be fair, she absolutely smoked 120, but that wouldn't quite go. Nevertheless, she is the world record holder, the world champion, and she's also got the best lift reward by quite a long way. So we have a retake now. The spotter took the bar a little bit early. It looked like the bar had stalled and he was just trying to keep the lifter safe. So she's going to get another attempt at that. This is Aliona Larkina for 60 kilos. Slow and steady, bit of a grinder, but she's on the board. 3 white lights, 3 good lifts. She is the new sub-junior 63 kilo world champion. Well, that was a great session. It's great to see such fantastic technique from these young lifters. The standings are on your screen at the moment. We will have the medal ceremony coming up, and we're also going to present the team awards and the best lifter awards, I think, so I hope you'll stick around for that. And then we will be back for the sub-junior men at 12. Please join us then.
Kazakhstan. 45 kilos. Marokina, you world champion, straight to the podium, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Please stand, everyone. Well done, you ladies, great job. And now at 47 kilos from juniors, your new world champion with 52.5 kilos from Kazakhstan, Angelina Spolida. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Well done, young ladies. Next category, please. The silver medal. This is the 52 kilos of junior ladies. The silver medal with 60 kilos goes to Kazakhstan. Olesya Zilyeva. Zilyeva. And your new 52 kilos of junior world champion with 70 kilos from Ukraine, Yevgenia Hevko. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Ukraine. Well done, ladies, great job. Thank you. And now 57 kilos of junior category in silver medal position with 55 kilos from Hungary, Virag Kuhalmi. And your new 57 kilos of junior world champion with 72.5 kilos from Kazakhstan, Amina Karimova. please stand for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Great job, ladies, thank you. And now in the 63 kilo sub-junior category, your new world champion with 60 kilos from Kazakhstan, Alyona Arkina. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Thank you, young lady. Great job. Next weight category. The 69 kilo sub-junior category. Your new world champion with 50 kilos from Kazakhstan, Shirin Nurzaeva. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding once again for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Well done, young lady, great job. And the 76 kilo category now. I'm sure this young lady needs no introduction. With a world record of 120 kilos, your new 76 kilo sub-junior champion from Kazakhstan is Vano Jumabayeva. Absolutely phenomenal. Future of the sport. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Absolutely amazing job. Pleasure to watch. The 84 kilo category, sub-juniors, in silver medal position with 55 kilos. This is a great battle. From Great Britain, Gracie Bezant. And your new 54 kilo sub-junior world champion with 65 kilos from Kazakhstan, Yekaterina Shestakova. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Thank you, ladies. Great job. And the last category, super heavyweight, taking the world title with 70 kilos from Kazakhstan, Sarvinos Nasrudioner. Ladies and gentlemen, please be standing once again for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Well done, ladies. And now we will present the trophies for Best Lifter. This is based on IPF 100 points in third.